What's the word, y'all? It's your boy Big Will. We're back with another episode of Life After Prison TV. For this video, we're going to listen to these lawyers, Mr. Trevor Sharon and Associates, right? They talk about child pornographers, the ones who are into that child essaying, you know, them pedos. He goes into discuss how to defend them, what they need to look for if ever charged. But his ideals about the people would make me think, I'll let you listen to him and then you tell me what you think.
Child predators. But in reality, a lot of these people, they have never once tried and harmed a child. They never once.
A lot of them don't because they're scared of the law, right? A lot of them don't because opportunity's not there. They're scared, right? They're scared. That's my niece. If I try something, she's gonna tell my wife, or she's gonna tell my sister, or she's gonna tell my mother, right? That's my neighbor. If I try something, she's gonna tell. Now, he's talking about people that haven't got caught trying something. Okay? They haven't been caught. There have been people, and I'm 1,000,000% sure, that they have inappropriately touched a child, right? But the child is too naive and their brain is not fully functioned to know what's going on. They've picked them up. They've held them in the wrong way to have their hand or their body parts touching the person, right? But they make it seem like it's all innocent and stuff, right? So when he says that they've never tried something, they haven't got caught trying something, okay? And the people that don't, they've thought about it. And just thinking about it is bad enough. Just thinking about it should be a crime. They're children. They're children.
Once tried and speak to a child in a sexual manner. A lot of them feel like it's a mental disease and they need to get help, but they can't get that help because they're afraid, and they read on the internet, if they go and talk to a psychologist about this issue, then that psychologist has to report them and they get arrested. So a lot of people see no outlet for help. We're arguing that
do they have to report it, or isn't that patient doctor confidentiality? Now I thought they only had to report it if it put somebody in imminent danger. And just them thinking about it and talking about how they feel, does the psychiatrist have to report it? And even if they do report it and they haven't gone that far to try something, it's helping them, right? It's getting them, moving them forward to the help they need. So why be scared? Because they're scared to be labeled? They're scared for someone else to find out, why you seeing a psychiatrist? Oh, because I do this, or I thought of this. Well, there you go. That's why they're scared to do it. And they don't report shit because they're scared. They know they're going to jail for the rest of their life, or 20 years.
the punishment shouldn't be, 20 years in prison or more in a lifetime sex offender registration when the person really possibly isn't a danger or a threat to the community.
Obviously, this freak doesn't have any kids. If they're thinking about it, they're a danger to the threat of the community. If they have the idea of it's a danger, because it only takes that split second to act on it. And people like this who are talking, it makes me think he's one of them who are just scared to come out, who are just scared to act on it. He's one of them people.
A lot of times it's a curiosity, it's a shock value, it's depression where they go down that road.
It's a curiosity. When you're curious about messing with a child, that's sick. It's a shock value. Shock what? You don't just wake up today and say, kids turn me on. You don't do it. It's a process. Okay? Even for teens that touch children, they didn't just wake up today and say, I think I'm gonna try touching a kid and see how it feels. They thought about it. They've fantasized. They've seen other kids and it turns them on. It's sick.
Or it could be something from their childhood where they were molested, but in no way are they predators of children, and they never done so, never would do so. Because
how can you say never would do so? That's what I'm trying to say. He's defending to the point where it's like he's talking about himself. How does he know that they never would? Of course they would. Like I said, you don't just wake up today and decide you're gonna touch somebody. It's been thought of, okay? And when you're thinking about it and you're fantasizing and that's what you like and you're secret about it, only takes that second, right? What makes you think they never will do something? The way he's talking about it, it's like he's scared to come out of the closet himself. That's what I get out of it. That's the way I see about it. I could be wrong.
because of that, we're incredibly motivated to get their story out there, to explain the situation. There's a lot more technology now to identify who is looking at child pornography, where child pornography is, and because of that, the law enforcement community has really gone after it. You now see Homeland Security and not just the FBI doing forensic analysis and going after people reviewing it.
A typical child porn case originates with a search warrant.
It's again. Classic stereotype, classic. We're looking at him. What I think, girlfriend, boyfriend, or child pedo. Yeah. I'm leaning left towards the girlfriend he has. Possibly. Just my opinion. Like, they have an opinion that you won't ever just come up and do it. My opinion on these two guys. If I had it. Someone asked me my opinion on these two, I would tell you what I would think. And I'm leaning towards the offender side.
To obtain information from one of your computers. This typically happens early in the morning. These are agencies that are both combined state and federal agencies. The determination of whether or not to take the case federal typically happens after a forensic download has occurred on your computer. One image is the threshold in terms of child pornography, and the dangers of it is a 17-year-old taking a picture of a 15-year-old could be considered child pornography. The minute that you know that a law enforcement agent is there to search your computers, the first thing you want to do is assert your right to a lawyer. The next thing you'd want to do is contact a lawyer who has experience dealing with this. The implications of child porn cases on the federal side versus the state side are vastly different and much more severe on the federal side. You need to have a lawyer who's aggressive and can handle and navigate both the state and federal as it relates to child porn cases.
Don't get me wrong, everybody has a right to a fair trial, right? Everybody is, in this country, perceived innocent until proven guilty, okay? But when they have an idea or they have a lead and they have a search warrant, and they don't get a search warrant unless they're sure that they're going to find something on somebody's computer, right? They're not going to waste their time. Or someone's phone. And when they go and they take your phone and there's explicit images of minors and children, then yes, you deserve to have a defense. What you're talking about, the way you're talking about it, an aggressive defense, like let's get them out, let's try and find them innocent or not guilty or guilty of lesser charges. than what they're being charged with. Like, how can you defend someone that is intentionally trying to hurt children? And he said, oh, a 17-year-old taking a picture of a 15-year-old, you know, that's like considered child porn. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're explicit images. It's the images of how you're trying to portray it. It's the images if you're trying to take a picture of a 15-year-old in her panties or nakedness and share them on the internet. It's when you're getting sexual gratification from these pictures. That's considered porn. Just taking a picture of a 15-year-old is not. It may be creepy, but it's not illegal. But when you add in sex and nudity and all that shit, then it's illegal and it's pornography. And if you're 17 and doing it, and then they're 15-year-old, don't get me wrong, you're just passing the. But you're legal. You're legal. You know, you want to fight the argument that, oh, I'm 18 now, I can buy a pack of cigarettes because I'm an adult. But I'm 18, I just passed 17. It doesn't matter if I'm sleeping with a 15-year-old. I'm still considered a child. You know, it's a double-edged sword you're trying to play here. Either you're an adult or you're not. The law says you're an adult. And you can't mess with kids at that age. Certain states have certain laws. Certain states have 16-year-old when they're legal. Okay? And if you live in one of them states, and if you're dating a 16-year-old and it's legal in your state, it's creepy, but it's legal, right? Come to Massachusetts, it's illegal. And we don't fucking like it. And these two creeps, they're closet lovers, I bet. And they're right into that line. Check their computers. See what they got. Oh, let's use a VIP. Come on, man. Private VIP, whatever that. VPN. Let's use a private VPN so they can't find out where it's coming from. When you're trying to be like that, what happens in the dark always comes to light. It will come out.
When you're talking about child pornography, it's important to hire someone who, one, is willing to fight for you. A lot of defense attorneys will take your money and take the case, but they don't fight for you. We really...
They take their money and they don't fight as hard for them because it's sick. Because some of them have children. Most of them have children. And even if they don't, it's sick. It's sick. When you're trying to defend somebody who is sexually getting gratification from a child, it is sick. And if that's your main goal, we're gonna be a law firm for pedophiles. You know how many clients we'll get because we're the only ones out there? We're gonna fight for you because I know what you're going through. I know it's just a disease. I know it's a mental imbalance. Come on.
really take a passion and fight for these cases because we think the way that people are prosecuted in these cases is not fair. I find that a lot of my clients, they're glad because now they...
It's not fair. This fucking video gets me. It's not fair. Covering that child and ripping their clothes off and getting sexual gratification on it, that's fair, right? Taking pictures of that child in the tub acting like you're their savior and, oh, you're just taking a bath, is not fair, right? Being that protector as an adult that this child is counting on you for, looking for. That's my uncle, that's my neighbor, that's my grandfather, that's my friend, that's a stranger, it's still an adult. A child looks to an adult for protection, for guidance. And when you're playing on the naive of a child and you're using it for your own sexual gratification, 20 years is not enough. 20 years is not enough. Some states, they're giving life for burglaries, for home invasion and shit. Well, when you're raping a child, when you're essaying a child, or even an adult, it don't matter. But they're on a case of child pornography. When that plays in, that's right up there with murder. In my book. And it should be treated as such in the law. It should reflect the crime that they do.
Now they can actually go and seek help without facing the repercussions.
Without facing the repercussions. I had enough of this guy. I had enough of these guys. I have enough. PaulDoyleLaw.com. Huh? And the other guy, I don't even remember his name. I don't even care. To me, they're just like the offenders that they're defending. They're puke. It's my personal belief. It's my personal belief. Okay? Let me know what you all think. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you like content like this, follow me. I like doing reactions to shit like this. But I had a little hiatus, but I'm back. Me and YouTube weren't on the same lines, but I'm back. Let me know what you all think. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.